One of the criticisms continually leveled at television is the emphasis on sex. Sex rears its ugly head and allegedly corrupts the morality of the young. We're talking about human sex. What about animal sex? Doesn't that corrupt? All those nature programs that go out before 8 o'clock in the evening? Huh? I've seen sex on the mountains. I've seen it in the snow. I've seen it in the sky, in the desert, the jungle, on trees, and beneath the sea. I've seen hippos humping, rabbits rogering, sharks shafting, gorillas groping, frogs fornicating, bees, bats, bears, and bamboos bonking. I've seen sex on the wing. I've seen it on the hoof. I've seen it on the fin. I've seen a series of devices, maneuvers, foreplay, sexual dexterity and weaponry that would make your mind boggle. Animal sex makes reading the Marquis of Sade like reading Beatrice Potter. We can't compare with the animals. We think we're sophisticated, we humans. We have supposed sophistication, we have cross-dressing, sadomasochism, fetishes, fantasies. Fetishes that kind of go from shoes to gloves to handbags to plastic to leather to rubber. Can you imagine that? Butter, margarine. You woke up there, madam, didn't you? Can you imagine getting turned on by a rubber glove full of margarine? Sex is the most talked about, written about, and studied subject in the world. We are surrounded by researchers digging into every aspect of sexual activity. We have statisticians continually updating data regarding sexual behavior and attitudes. Do you realize, as you and I stand here tonight, every second 11,000 people proceed to make love? Now that took me 5 seconds to say that, so that means there's another 55,000. Now I think we should stop this nonsense and join them. People every second. How do you see that? I mean, in your mind's eye, how do you see it? Do you see little rooms all over the place? Cars, people in fields? I actually see the world in outer space. That's how I see it. It's just a big globe, and there's hundreds of thousands of little bubbling bottoms, all wobble, 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 wobble. There's a Martian spaceship hovering. We'll never be able to land. It's always on the move. Look at that. We're told that if the population of the world continues to populate itself at the way it's going, by the year 2020, there will be standing room only. That'll put a stop to it, won't it? Can you imagine the whole of the human race standing belly to belly? And you're on the edge of a cliff and somebody in the middle starts to make love? Those tremors. They come up with great figures. The average married couple have 1.9 children. What in the name of Christ is 0.9 of a child? But we all accept it. We pass this piece of information on to each other. 0.9 of a child, yeah. How many children do you have? I have 2. Is this them? Yes, that's the eldest one. The other one, he's got no head. What? He's got no head. There's no need to whisper, he can't hear you either. How do you feed him? Well, I just shove it down that hole in between his shoulders. What's he going to do when he leaves school? Politics. take sex very serious. It's always, you see it in movies or anything like that. It's always serious. It's always, oh. You ever see anybody smile? You ever see anybody humping and smiling? Surely you should be smiling. You should be enjoying yourself. People have orgasms. They go, oh, 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 God, oh, oh, oh. They sound like they're in bloody agony. Oh, oh. Why aren't they going, ha, 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 ha. I'm having a great time. What's all this yes crap? Where does that come from? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, no, no. Bloody no. And God comes into it too. Yes, God. Yes, God. God. Oh, God. Oh, God. 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 What do Muslims say? Do they go, Allah, 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 la, 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 la. Jewish people, do they go, Yehovah, 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 Yehovah? What about atheists? Lying there humping going, nobody, 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 nobody. Agnostics, anybody, somebody, anybody, somebody. Too late. The reality of it is we're not like that. Make love. How was that for you? What? I just made love, did you? Yes, I had an orgasm. Oh. I wonder why I dropped the stitch. Condoms. There's another thing now. Condoms used to be just condoms. Now there's a whole industry. Jesus, I mean, enormous condoms. Knobbly condoms. Look like kind of warts all over your dick. Double headers. Can you imagine? Can you imagine wearing a double header? It would frighten the shit out of you, wouldn't it? And now they have condoms that glow in the dark. Can you imagine putting one of these things on and going in to see your wife? What's that? What's wrong with you? You've been near that nuclear reactor, haven't you? It's a glowing condom. Glowing condom. Turn the light out. It does, it glows. Jump up and down. Go on, jump up and down. Go on, jump up and run around the room. You look like a firefly. Mother, come in and have a look at this. Fireflies. You can stand by the window and send out SOSs. Dash, 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 dash. And your wife waking you up in the middle of the night? Put your condom on. Gonna make love? No, the fuses are gone. I want to finish this chapter. I'm told that females have sex, according to statisticians, 2.5 times a week. Now that's the figure. That's what they say. Don't look at me. This is what they say, 2.5. They don't say 5 times a fortnight. And you can work it out twice this week and 3 times next week, or 3 times this week, or 4 times this week, or once next week, or whatever. They don't do that. 2.5. I asked that lady there, that lady in green. I asked her, do you make love? What are you, madam, a ventriloquist? I'm talking about her. She's going, yes, she does, yes, she does, yes, she does. Have you, in all your life, ever made love half? No. But I mean, to me, I wonder what happens, you see? I mean, 2.5, something must happen. The phone rang. Making love to your wife and the child come home from school. Hello, mommy, hello, daddy, what are you doing? Fire alarm went off. Boing! You're making love in the bath and you slip under the water. You're making love. Your dog with his cold nose sniffed your anus. Where do they get these figures from? How do they get the figures? Are we as a human race, are we surrounded by people spying on us? Next door neighbors? Listening to every sound that comes out of the house? Reporting you to sex departments? Hello, is that the sex department? Yes. Yes, my neighbor is screwing again. Yes. I can hear. Oh, he stopped. It must be the half. Are there sex detector vans wandering up and down the suburb? Great big antenna on the top of the roof going... Following the back with knobs and... Shit, that's where I live. What's going on in there?